shooting sound.
Now, here comes the music.
It's the remix.
Blaze Indie LA.
You're gonna dig this.
All right, I want to give a shout out to Blaze Indie LA. They always on the scene doing their thing.
The Blaze Indie LA show is live and in studio right now with your hosts, Insane and Lady Impress. This is where you can get the hottest topics around the industry. What's hot and what's new? Need tips on something? Call in. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking your submissions. Open mic. Make sure you call in. Or you can join them in the studio.
Thank you. Far too kind.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our hosts, Lady Impress and Insane.
Make some noise.
Welcome to the 60th episode of the Blaze Indie LA show, the number one urban review show on the planet. We're going to get started off this first featured track of the night, brought to you by Urban Indie Radio Los Angeles. This is Dice featuring Annalise with Walk With Us.
We walk the streets, we get knocked down. So quick to judge us in our town. Our lives are on edge while our sons are locked down. Peace is lost, hope will be found. We walk the streets, color bound. It's time to love what's different, cause what's different holds us down. Hope and trust, love will be found. Tell our soldiers suit and think the time is now. Yeah. Say countries at war, past commitments, got real mad problem, not long division. Neighbors quick to close doors through the media image. We all gotta eat from the same position. Rosa Parks are the best, all seats permitted. Hands to the sky, countless victims. Once the smoke finally clears, see the same decision. Depending on the side of town that our children live in. Either mental or thug tongue-tied description. Smell what I smell, know it's time to fix it. Don't talk that talk while the camera's hitting. Roll up in a tank trying to ease the tension. Gas mask, zip ties, protest the mission. First Amendment right to assemble, listen. St. Louis ain't the first to explode with vengeance. Real talk, hate, but we know it's senseless. Now the world's gon' fan in the right direction. A voice can be heard with the right connection. Hate can be killed with a simple weapon. All hate in the world gives me indigestion. White, black shouldn't matter, but the fear insisted. Unite the hype, color war was finished. We got a story for the nation. Pause a minute. Love kills all, that's a global message. Come on. Streets, we get knocked down. So quick to judge us in our town. Our lives are on edge while our sons are locked down. Peace is lost, hope will be found. We walk the streets, color bound. It's time to love what's different, cause what's different holds us down. Hope and trust, love will be found. Tell our soldiers suit and think the time is now. Yeah. Say verdict, I know verdict, we gotta change. Love kills all through the ugliness of hate. People always plot when there's revenue to gain, and the only way to turn it up is fire up the states. What happened to the country once united under grace? What happened to the melting pot embracing every race? Jim Crow died cause the people trusted faith. Only you can eat here, man, them sides been erased. Now I'm 27, my brother's 38, raised in the same home, skin tone, different shades. If you cut us both open and you use the same blade, you'll be shocked that the color is the same. Unity and power is the only way to conquer man, the evil in the world that won't break. Yes, I'm all about the dream, but the dream doesn't take unless the man with the vision finally works. Let's go.
Heal our sons and daughters.
Heal our sons and daughters.
History is still in our
History is still in our
wake.
wake.
Don't go gentle into
Don't go
that
gentle level.
the night before we
On the night when we say we walk the streets, we get knocked down. So quick to judge us in our town. Our lives are on edge while our sons are locked down. Peace is lost, hope will be found. We walk the streets, color bound. It's time to love what's different, cause what's different holds us down. Hope and trust, love will be found. Tell our soldiers suit and book the time is now.
without
Forgive us, O God, for what we've done to one another and how we've dishonored you. O God, please heal our land, we pray.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
We are UrbanIndieRadio.com. UrbanIndieRadio.com is the new online radio network urban independent artists and entrepreneurs have been waiting for. We feature the best up-and-coming independent music artists and entrepreneurs. Enjoy urban music 24/7 streaming live and direct to your PC, as well as your tablet or smartphone. This is UrbanIndieRadio.com, your online home for new music from new artists who are next in line to shine. UrbanIndieRadio.com.
Lady, impressed. Lady, impressed. Lady, impressed.
Yes, thank you. As always, welcome to the Blaze NDLA show. We are at episode 60, and I'm so glad you could be here with us this evening or watching us in syndication, whichever you prefer. We have a great show tonight. We got an in-studio guest, and we have a call-in guest. We have a few announcements to be made, so we got some introductions to do, so we're going to get right off into it. Let me go ahead and go around the room, and then I'm going to come back and give my announcements, and then we'll get announcements from everyone else. As always, to my right in the co-host, in the co-pilot chair, is Mr. Insane. How you doing? Still crazy, as always. And the man with the prettiest face in radio.
See me there.
Angela.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Tony Rock is where?
He's down on us.
He's
got to be at your concert. I want to rock out too.
All right, we gonna shout you out anyway, Tony Rock. And our special in-studio guest joining us, he's like a world traveler. He's from all over. So when we get into our interview session, we're gonna find out where he's repping mostly. But right now, he's here in studio with us, Mr. D Focus in the building. The Blaze in the LA show. All right, thank you. All right, so we are going to get into some shout outs really quick. I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you got. You got something you're promoting there.
Oh yeah. It's the 2015 Inland Empire Expo. It's going to be this weekend. It's actually Saturday and Sunday. The Saturday event starts at 2:30. There's going to be food, vendors, and everything like that. It's going to be in Paris, California at the Bob Glass Gym. Go out and support that. Help support the community. Black History Month, Nice. And then on Sunday, it's going to be a concert with Three the Hard Way and Atlantic Star. If you other folks know what that is, I'm sure. It's going to be at 6:30, and that's going to be at the Bob. It's actually at the same place, so it's going to be this whole weekend with vendors and performances. There's going to be a talent show there, food, and everything. And it's in my hometown, Paris.
So
go out and represent.
You going both days?
No, I'm going to the Dub Car Show on Sunday. Cars and music. I love them both. That's my passion, so I gotta go. It's gonna be dope. Always, Dub Car Show has a lot of dope cars out. It's on Sunday at the LA Convention Center. They're gonna have Casey Veggies, Ray Sherman, the Schoolboy Q, and so it's gonna be.
That sounds awesome. That sounds hot. That sounds hot. What about you, Mike Angelo?
I'm gonna hang out with Insane this weekend. We're gonna go to the little car show on Sunday. I ain't got no shows or nothing coming up. I'm just holding on like a hubcap in the bathroom.
on my phone.
All right, then. These guys are crazy. I wish I could hang out with them some this weekend, but I got other plans. But I just wanted to, before we get into this music review show, I just want to shout out my new client, American Monster Guild, representing 702 Las Vegas. We'll be working with them and getting them exposure for their brand, for their company. So I'm really excited about that. Also, just have to say shout out to Mysterious Entertainment, my client in Austin, Texas. Awesome clients. I'm so happy to be working with them, and Also Minus. Don't forget about Minus. Minus has got a video dropping. We'll be getting into that shortly. So I appreciate everybody and all your support. And if you have any media outlets such as a show, a magazine, or blog or something, I'm really interested in getting my artists and my clients featured. So please contact me. My number is 951-665-8365. And at the bottom of the show, if I have time, I'm going to tell you about this mixtape promo that myself and DJ Malone are going to be doing. We just got approved to post on live mixtapes. So if you know anything about
mixtape,
we're going mixtape game again, and now we're going to do live mixtapes, coast to coast, Spinrilla, a lot of all the places where you yourself as an artist cannot get yourself placed. That's where we're trying to be, and we're going to throw a really nice promo together. We're going to do a mixtape for May, and we're taking slots. I think I've got about 5 slots filled already.
Don't like that.
That's okay. We're going to discuss it. We'll discuss it more in detail. Right now, we got to get into this music review show. As you know, artists from around the world have sent us tracks to be reviewed, to give our opinion. We do this. We base our thoughts on the originality, the commercial appeal, the lyrical content, flow and delivery, song structure, production quality, and the beat. So if you by chance are watching and would like to call in and say anything, our number is 1-844-BLAZE-LA, 1-844-252-9352. And with that, I think
we also have a guest that will be calling in.
Yes, well, I was going to introduce that as it happened, but yes, I'm expecting a guest artist by the name of Dorian to be calling in. So hopefully we'll be on time for that. Let's get into maybe our first track, Insane.
Chasing Money.
Chasing Money. So this is what we're going to review.
Yeah. What up, though? What's poppin'? Y'all know what it is, man. For real.
You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you can never lose women chasing money. Yeah, I'm all about my paper, ain't about to see me later. Be a fool to let somebody come between me and my money.
She drop it low when she twerking it. Close up, tryna show you what she working with. She top notch, but I'm not gonna let nobody come between me and my money. Broke, it's not an option. Hate police, but I stay copping. Hit them all and I'm true shopping. Talking all the malls as you watching. Show on, don't touch it down. You commercial niggas, I'm on now. RMG, yeah, that's the label. I started it like an instigator. Far from rich, a long way from broke. Ain't getting money, won't understand the quote. Got a story, it's a worth to tell. Never did nothing, then who cares? New year, couple new affairs. Now my name ringing like everywhere. Probably why your girl never dead. Not implying that she over here, but if the shoe fits, you know the rest. Live life, got no regrets. If they ain't loyal, what you expect? Gotta keep your girl in check. I got what you want, you got what I'm missing. Tell me what you like. You got my attention. I got what you want, you got what I'm missing. Tell me what you like. You got my attention. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you like. It's what I need. You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you can never lose women chasing money. Yeah, I'm all about my paper, ain't about to see me later. Be a fool to let somebody come between me and my money. She drop it low when she twerking it. Close up, tryna show you what she working with. She top notch, but I'm not gonna let nobody come between me and my money. Say roll one, let's pass around. I'm high enough, ain't coming down. Took my shots, bought a couple rounds. Meaning now I'm what's poppin' now. Enjoying life, stuck in the moment. Ain't about $1, then I don't condone it. For my real niggas, they know what's up. All these bad chicks be broke as what? Think I'm gonna cash out. Cause your body right, your hair done and your ass out. Educated with goals, motivated, pulling that cash out. Top notch, playing hopscotch, no squares allowed in her box. The shoe fits, you know the rest. Live life, got no regrets. If they ain't loyal, what you expect? Gotta keep your girl in check. I got what you want, you got what I'm missing. Tell me what you like. You got my attention. I got what you want, you got what I'm missing. Tell me what you like. You got my attention. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you like. It's what I need. You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you can never lose women chasing my name. Yeah, I'm all about my paper, ain't about it simulated. Be a fool to let somebody come between me and my money. She drop it low when she twerking it. Close out, tryna show you what she working with. She top notch, but I'm not gonna let nobody come between me and my money.
Man, that was a good way to start off the show. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 10. And if everybody else gives it a 10, then it gets played on Urban Indie Radio. I'm gonna give it a 10 for a simple fact of I didn't see anything wrong with the song. I didn't see any production quality wrong with it. I like the beat. I like what he was talking about. He made sense. He stayed on topic. I like the way he executed his flow and delivery. The song structure was put together well. The radio, I think he had a lot of commercial appeal. There was like no cussing or nothing. It bleeped out. It was radio ready. You could bump that in the car. You could bump that at the house. It was just a dope song. It kept me bobbing my head from beginning to ending. I give it a 10. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Lady Empress, I see you shaking your head. I guess you don't give it. I see you shaking your head. Give me your opinion.
Well, I like the song, no doubt. I like the song, but I cannot give it a 10. It to me, it towards the end, it like lost its luster somehow. It's like it didn't hold me towards the end. And I heard a part in there where there was like all this this overlapping of just extra voices, and it didn't even make sense. It's like they kind of got lost a little bit on how to close out the song to me. And then also, I know I like the song, it's no problem, but I'm just, as I was listening to it, what is what is so funny? I have not had anything to drink.
She had no drinks tonight.
I am feeling a little under the weather, but I just don't think the song is a 10. Especially because
you don't like sound effects in songs, huh?
No, it's not. I like them when they're done extremely properly. Okay. So there's something wrong with the sound effect in that second to third part of the song. I can't remember when, but I just didn't like that. And I'm just saying that, like, when you imagine Insane Wayne or imagine a Grammy producer getting a hold of that track is not a 10. It's a good track, no doubt. I would actually listen to it again, but I can't just give it a 10 is what I'm saying.
What do you give?
Based on, I would give it like an 8. Yeah. I liked this flow. His flow and delivery was cool, and I liked it, but it's not a 10. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Mike Angelo.
Oh, chasing money, man. I'm with you. Mom, me probably need some puppy tonight.
So let's say I need some. So what tonight?
You know what I'm saying? The flow. His flow was hot. The hook was dope. The verses were in pocket. I like the slow flow. Then he sped it up. Song structure was dope, man. I was just feeling the beat, man. And when it got to the hook part, it kind of like went up for me. It was like money. He was like jazzy on the hook, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I felt it was in pocket, man, and it had a good mix to it. I don't know if it was mastered, but it had a good, nice mix to it because I heard everything. I don't know if I was hearing what you was hearing, Mom. But
when I do a clip of this show, I'm gonna make sure that I put what I'm talking about.
I give it a 10, man. I salute that song. Right. I like that song.
Yeah, I did too. I really like it. Be focused.
Well, I put this record. I'm not sure if this record is supposed to be commercial. I listen to it more as a strip club record. I think that's what this record was aimed at, and because that's what it's aimed at, I gave it an 8 because there are strip club records that go just a little bit harder. Even though this is a great strip club street buzz record for this cat. He stayed on topic. He had a great flow with it, and the structure was great for that. I mean, the B side of the hook was she drop it low, such and such. I mean, it all works very well for that environment, So for what it's for, I give it an 8.
All right,
I give it an 8.
That's not a bad score.
And may I ask, why would you not give it a 10?
Only because I have to figure out what my bar is first. You know what I mean? Like what's probably the hottest record in the strip clubs right now, and how close is this one to the hottest record in the strip club? I don't think it's I don't think this would be a hottest record in the strip club, but I do think it's one that they would drop that everybody would like. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
I agree with that also.
And that's where
that's
I'm
all
coming
I'm
from.
saying. You know what I mean?
And that's why I said 10 because it's not that many hot fucking strip songs.
Yeah, he said that.
I mean,
and then when you're comparing, I mean,
you know,
not to say that there's a difference between indie artists and mainstream artists, because they're really not an artist as artists, but there is a little bit of difference when you're working with people that are engineers that have already had platinum songs. They kind of already know that formula, you know what I mean? So they kind of know how to actually make a hit versus just a nice record. A hit, it means it's good throughout time, and it means the majority of people like it. That's what a hit is.
You got that song, what is it, by Ray Shrimmer, like No Type?
Yeah, I ain't got no type.
Like, that's probably one of the hottest records right now that they could drop in the strip club. And so you would have to compare this to that. Like, does this make you feel like that record makes you feel
Gotcha.
first time? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
take anything away from this record at all.
Oh, no,
it's just I have to figure out what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
it to based on what it's trying to do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think the artist is dope. Like, if you told me you were getting ready to play another record by him, I'd listen. I'd see what else. You know
That's
what I mean?
that part right there.
Yeah.
That
There
part
you
right
go.
there. You got me to
Good track.
Because more than likely we'll hear bad songs tonight, and I don't know because we haven't listened to these songs.
That sounds like, what?
But most of the time, they're not. There are mostly good songs come Diamond doesn't compared to bad songs. So let's get along to the next track and check it out. This is Work.
Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back, put in work, with that work. Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back, put in work, with that work. I'm putting in work, I'm putting in work. Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back, put in work, I'm putting in work. I hit the hood with the back, and I took to the right, putting in work. With that work, I ain't got no 9 to 5. Put in work, with that work, supply demand at my pride. Put in work, with that work, I put this on my life. Don't grind my jet, don't eat. I hustle street jet to provide. Put in work, with that work, I ain't stressing what you talking. Put in work, with that work, I'm my business, ain't no clutching. Put in work, with that work, I do this dolo. Attitude on me, cutthroat, and like I don't know no hand. Yeah, I got that, but I don't owe no hand. Sitting in the hole with the fofo on the fofo. What you don't know? Drake ain't my blow. Until then, I'm work. That work, got that green, got that L, got that white. Keep that paper. Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back. Put in work, with that work. Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back. Put in work, with that work. I'm putting in work, I'm putting in work. Hit my plug, get that sack, get that gon', send that back. Put in work, I'm putting in work. I hit the hood with the back, then I took for the rack. Put in work, with that work, I put in work. Rocky feeding me the beat, people calling me for perk. Plenty bitches in my inbox trying to get me in their skirt. But these bitches out here tricky, caught that hammer, then I skirt. Touching down in different cities. Putting in work, treated right like a trapping boy. I handle every verse. I be out here in the traffic and I'm trying to dodge that lurk. She can't fit it in a tube, better put it in a skirt. I get that in, pack that up, get that gone, but that down, roll that up, tell my scrum, putting in work, with that work. I get that in, get that gone, putting in work, with that work. You call your club, replay this song. I hit my plug, get that sack, get that gone.
Put it, hit my plug, get that side, get that gon', send that back, put in work, with that work, hit my plug, get that side, get that gon', send that back, put in work, with that work, I'm putting in work, I'm putting in work, hit my plug, get that side, get that gon', send that back, put in work, I'm putting in work, hit the hood with the back, hit that tube for the rack, putting in work, plug, side, go, back, I'm putting in work, I'm putting in work, hood,
Don't never, ever in your life send this to nobody else, man. I'm serious. Like, you really pissing me off. I feel mad at you. I'm actually angry, and I normally don't just get angry. Like,
well, why would the song
is,
make you angry?
What was that? How many minutes was he just gonna have the instrument? How many? Come on, man. I mean, no commercial appeal. Nobody's gonna play your song. The lyrical content was whack. You were saying shit that didn't make sense. No, you was trying on a phone delivery, but it wasn't working. I didn't like the song structure at all. The production quality was whack. The instrumental was flat. It sounds like copycat music, like you fake copying Migos. You added super extended choruses and bridges. The song was just stupid. I'll give you a 0, man.
Next.
Oh man, I heard. You're right. It's just too much identity theft going on, man. Like I hear Young Thug, I hear a whole bunch of cats.
Identity theft.
Like, come on, man. I ain't gonna do you as like Insane did you, but back to the drawing board, player. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect your craft, but you gotta respect me too, and don't send me that. So, bro, I gave you a mean 4.
What?
I gave you a mean 4. But come on, get your identity right.
All right. So once again, this record is a street record hoping to be turned commercial, like a Coco. It's what they call a dope boy anthem. Like he was attempting to arrange a dope boy anthem in the same vein as like a Coco or Young Nigga Move That Dope. Like this was the vein that he was operating in with a record like that. His words were on topic. The flow was correct for this type of beat. It was. Now the verse structure on these types of songs is 12 bars. That's the verse structure. So when you're doing a dope boy anthem, you want to do 12 bars, and you want to make the hook 8 or even 12 bars if you got a really dope, say B or C side of it. That hook can work. It can work. It probably needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. Like you're not a lost cause, homie. Like I hear what it is you're going after. I will tell you that the problem, the main issue with this whole song is the mix on the beat. I don't know what it was created in, but these types of tracks use lots and lots of limiting and compression, like lots and lots, like almost an uncomfortable amount to really make that bottom feel right. The drums have to be out front. There was like a bell sound that was dominating when it came in, and I think that it makes the listener uncomfortable. Like it doesn't feel like I come from
He's playing this so eloquently. Let me tell you, you saw how uncomfortable I was.
This is what I do. So like I'm telling you, like all of the literally the writing was right. Like the way the sounds were arranged was correct. Like that is how you should structure a dope boy anthem type beat. The problem here is that the quality of the sounds and the mixing of them, it didn't make it. It felt kind of flat. So to a casual listener of this kind of music, like maybe Insane, that's whack. Like that's the only way he can process.
Oh no, I like this type of music. I just don't like the way he was doing. I was listening to his lyrics because I used to be an artist too. I don't just do the music. I used to rap myself. Right. I'm listening to his bars and what he was saying. It did not make sense. Right. I listened to every word he said.
I mean, like Young Thug don't make a lot of sense either. No, you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, but the mix is a lot better. So you definitely you can work with it, you know, and that's all I'm saying.
And the hooks and bridges that extended that long is terrible. Right. You never should send something like that to anybody.
So my man,
you have a lot of work to do. You've got a lot of constructive. He broke that song down moment by moment, blow by blow. And so now you take it back and make some arrangements, some adjustments, and maybe you come back with something that's a little bit more palatable or audible, I should say. Okay? I'm not going to give you a score. All right.
All right, we're going to move right along. The next track is Baking.
Baking?
Baking.
Baking? Okay.
J Keys on the beat.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Hey. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. Nigga nowadays be lame as fuck. They catch a case and they tell. Knowing damn well they bitch man go sit and cry and they sell. I know a lot of niggas try to be real. I know a lot of niggas out here fail. Better watch that nigga you call your dog. You better watch that fuck nigga there. Hey, fuck a nigga, fuck a nigga, fuck a nigga. Don't bring that nigga around me. I don't know that nigga, I don't trust that nigga. I ain't serving that nigga no key. Don't approach me in no strip clubs. Hollin' about no word. Probably got wires all in your jacket. Probably got wires all in your shirt. Pussy, these niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here fake, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. You was a real nigga when you went in. You was a fuck nigga when you got out. You ever looked up to a real nigga, turn bitch nigga when he got out, and that's fucked up. A lot of these niggas embracing these niggas that told on a nigga, that's fucked up. A lot of these niggas, they ain't take it to the door, they told on a nigga, that's fucked up. Bitch nigga gets no respect in these streets. This one here for the real niggas. Fuck niggas get no respect on this beat. You done told on your dog. You done brought down your clip. Pretend to be a old real nigga, but inside you a bitch. Pussy, these niggas out here faking, fake. These niggas out here faking, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. These niggas out here faking, fake. These niggas out here faking, fake. These niggas out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake. Out here faking, catching cases, telling. These niggas fake.
A little bit better. The song's definitely not a hit. It's underground, sound like some underground music, something that you would just attracted with the throwing album. I think that the lyrical content was mediocre. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It doesn't have to be lyrical because it is trap music, but it still was just mediocre. The flow and delivery, I liked it. The song structure, I liked it. Production quality was okay. The beat, when it went to one of those switch ups, it kind of got a little bit too. It wasn't vibing with me, like a little bit too flatlined. It wasn't vibing with me too much, just on one part of the song towards the end. The beat I liked though. I give it like a 6. It didn't really do anything. It didn't make me like, yeah, I want to go listen to this again, or you know what I mean, I'm gonna go buy that. So Lady Impress.
I tend to agree. I mean, I'm just saying, I know it's not supposed, it doesn't need to make sense and all like this, but it just sounded very amateur as far as, are you a junior, a sophomore, or a senior? And that sounded like a freshman, just lyric-wise. I like the little, I can't say it because my mama might watch this show, but the F a nigga. I thought that was That's the only thing that's
Okay,
out
it's catchy. Yeah, jingle.
It somehow that's, you know, but yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna give this no more than a 6.5 personally, just because, you know, I might not would even listen to it again. It's just not that attractive to me. It's not what I look.
Instead of saying that you don't think it makes sense, I think you meant to say it doesn't have to be lyrical. Not that it don't matter if it makes sense.
Well, you know, whichever. I mean,
the song should make
you
sense.
can sing whatever, rap whatever you want to rap about, but you know, sometimes can we get something that makes a little bit more?
There's only one rule in music. If you look at the whole, if you categorize an actual song, the only rule of music is it must sound good. It don't matter. You got people that come out that make songs that don't even have bars. It's just catchy choruses and hook like "Turn Down for What," and it has 150 million views or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well,
but it sounds good. You have to make something that has to sound. Music
this
should sound good.
okay, but it's not any type of a
Yeah,
thing.
definitely. It's not nowhere near a hit.
It's not gonna.
I heard Miami when I heard this song. I hear JT Money, Miami bass, how the bass was. I hear all that, man. You know, he was trying the hook. He was trying to make an anthem, a street anthem with the hook, and it was like mediocre. You know what I mean? Like it was like easy for you, bro. That seemed like that was kind of easy. Y'all should scrap that and go back to the essence of it, man, and try to come something better than that. The beat was cool. The beat was driving. The bass. It sounded like it had a good mix on it. It sounded like it was ready to go, but it was like a lot of yelling and. Fuck a nigga, it's like,
yeah. See what I'm saying?
But that works if it's like for hockey club music or something like that, then it works.
That's what I'm saying with structure,
true.
With some structure to it. But I gave my 6.0.
All right, be focused.
All right, so this record, hood anthem, club banger, like that's what homie was coming. So the sparseness of the track was perfect. Like it's supposed to be that sparse when you're looking for something to knock in the club. Right. For that reason, I thought the intro was a little long. It was a little long. I wanted to get right into it because that sparse sound doesn't sound really good when it's just by itself. Right. And that's why I think it took us a second to kind of get into it. You know what I mean? Because that sound played a little bit long. This is a good song that can be great with an incredible bridge. Like if you introduce a great bridge in this record, the song could even start with the bridge and go back to the bridge later. The F a nigga part, I think explore that a little bit more. Like maybe you could have brought that back. You see what I'm saying? Something like that. Like you got some really dope clay to work with on this record.
He's gonna shape it right.
Yeah. I would say, just play with some of the arrangement, and then play it for some more people, and resubmit it. I think you might have something, but right now it's just cool. It's just cool. I think it can be great though. I think you got a lot of.
I agree.
Good things in there. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like you said, it's like that play though. You got the pieces there. You got they got them all together right.
Good job. Good job.
On to the next track. This is The Definition.
I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. Blow your brain spitting, skull splitting when I'm hitting them, getting them, fitting them for the casket. When I pick up a mic and ignite it, I'm in them eternally good night. I put them to rest when I'm under the rhythm, fulfilling the prophecy as it was written to God. The glory I'm steadily giving, remain in the face of the fates of these rodents running this track race like Sodom and Gomorrah. Slaughtering and slaying, I'm laying them all to waste and blazing where they stand. I'm burning them, turning them all to sand. I'm blowing up, burying them where they land, and I'm placing my faith in my maker's hands. Anyone stepping, no weapon could threaten me. My empire rise above the fire. By the blood of my Messiah, try and shake me or break me. I stand up on the rock, on the block, in these concrete streets. Ain't no sheep up in my block, ain't no weak link about to break my chain. Spinning it hotter than hell and I melt the microphone when I make it rain. Flames, same lyrical serial killer coming at him like a freight train. If legends never die by the grace of God, I'ma maintain. the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. Gorilla flow, killer, a myth of a man, but I'm so gorilla, drilling, I'm stilling and feeling and more. Living or dying in the flame of soul. Carry my cross till I'm off in a coffin, a crucifix hanging around my neck, but I'm setting off anybody thinking I'm soft and I'm banging that mental frame like a train wreck. Defining the flow when I'm going insane. Up on my chain, releasing a beast that can't be tamed. And I'm in the game and never be the same. And I came and I saw with a style so raw, there would never be another one to stake this claim. Got a can of the gas and a mic and a match, one spark, and it's all going up in flames. No hating could lessen my blessings, so better me bringing that wrecking and spinning this venom instead of be hitting and ripping this shit with my lyrical weapons and fed up and shredding up and was stepping aggressive and testing instead of been telling them I'm in this shit to be crushing them until I'm ringing forever when they say rebel them. I'm snapping them off the spine. I'm seeking my peace in this bread and this wine and I'm biding my time and I'm finding I'm grinding away at the times to be binding my mind. This demon is telling me, killing me slow, but I'm finished with feeding it, letting it grow. When I'm on my trials and knowing my style could never define me, how to find the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow. I am the definition. I am the definition of the flow.
Definition.
May I ask the definition of what?
The definition
of the what was he saying?
I have no idea.
This
is what happened. He was spitting. No, I was actually, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to his words. I do with every artist. He was spitting. I ain't gonna lie. He was saying some stuff, but you couldn't hear it, and he wasn't pronouncing it right, and it was choppy. He wasn't pronouncing all his words. You couldn't hear it clearly. That mixed along with the beat wasn't mixing and mastered. Wasn't mixed and mastered.
Don't come out and say mixed.
Hey, hold on. It wasn't mixed and mastered. It wasn't mixing it. So along with it wasn't mixed and mastered. Along with it was choppy, and he wasn't pronouncing the words all the way. That was no good. It basically made it hurt your ear. It wasn't put together well. The beat didn't match the song either. That's a whole nother entity of a problem. It just didn't go together. It was like having on some Jordans with some cargo shorts and a pink V-neck or something. It just didn't go together. It just, I mean, I didn't like it. I don't see it getting played anywhere. It wasn't put together well, and you could barely hear it, and it just wasn't a good composition.
Okay, next.
Be focused.
Not yet, honey. Hold on.
Homie, you got skills. Like you dope. Like I could tell off beat, like you be spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely a writer, and you definitely you got bars. You know what I'm saying? And the point of this record was to show those skills. You know what I'm saying? And you chose like a quirky beat, and you chose a rhyme pattern to rhyme over that quirky beat. Like it's a challenge to you. You're a really good rapper, dog. Like you spit, and so you pick these beats. You try to find beats that challenge you to be able to do different things, and that's cool. And I believe that was the purpose of this song. I was not a fan of the chorus. I'm not quite sure what it was saying. It's definitely like an album cut. I'd be interested to hear more records by you. Like I'm interested to know what's. I get your point. I get it. Like you dope. You know what I mean? You want to spit, but you have to keep in mind that it's also for people to listen to. It's about replay value, homie. Like that's what it is. Like, so you got to figure out how to take what you do and apply it to something that has high replay value. You know, there's a cat called, you remind me of a dude called Gifted Gab. Gifted Gab from the West Coast. And that's really, or even like a what's my man name out of Kansas City? A little dope independent cat. Tech Nine.
Oh yeah. They kind of have a Tech Nine feel.
Tech Nine.
Except he was spitting gospel.
Right. And Tech Nine has no commercial aspirations like whatsoever. So if that's what you're trying to do, I think you're on the right road. The problem is that Gifted Gab and Tech Nine exist, and they're incredible at what they do. So if I have to rate you versus them, I'd have to give you like a 6. But yo, like you are dope. Like don't even let it be misunderstood, homie. Like you spit.
Very good.
He was spitting. It just wasn't. He was spitting it, but it wasn't a well put together song.
Right.
Lyrically, if you would have took away the beat and he was just spitting. Yeah. He was spitting good, but when he tried to match it up, it just didn't sound right.
And I think that we all agreed to that point because I wrote that he was definitely a spitter. I actually liked the beat, but the music was too loud and he was kind of drowned out from it. And the other thing that I thought was an issue with it is that his flow was like monotone. The same.
Yeah.
It didn't have no up, no down, no punch, no. It was just all the same, and that was kind of a problem with it. So you need to have
Blackalicious. That's the name of the group.
Blackalicious. You need to be more like Blackalicious.
Blackalicious. Yeah.
No, you want to be like yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like
It's difficult when you just really good at rap. Yeah. When that's your thing and you're a word guy, it's hard. You be hard. It's hard. It's like moving outside and trying to bring it on the inside and make sense of it. You could jump out the gym and do all kind of craziness, but when you come in here, man, you on the bench. Like it's weird. Like you got to figure it out. You know what I mean? But you got
definitely have skills. So please, stay at your craft. We'd be happy to hear some more music from you in the future and see how things turn out. We're gonna take a slight variation in the show. We do have one more song to go, but we have our calling guest who is called in on time. So we're gonna go ahead and take this artist. Is this Dorian on the line?
Yeah, it's Dorian.
How you doing, Dorian? This is Lady Impress of the Blaze and LA Show. Welcome.
Blaze.
Doing good. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. All right. So I want you to go ahead and start off by telling my viewers and listeners a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and tell us a little bit about your music.
Well, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm based in Chicago as of right now, so Midwest all day. I got a bachelor's degree, came from a Tutorial household, middle class.
Dang.
I was a basketball coach for about 5 years. And the thing that I liked about coaching was that I got a chance to impact people's lives. So on last year when I was living up in Chicago, I was actually analyzing stats and data for the NBA, but I fucking hated it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I got to find something that I can do where I can impact lives. So one night, I actually hurt my back. It's a long story, but I'll keep it short. I actually hurt my back. That night, I went to sleep, and I started having these dreams. And I'm a dude that thinks a lot. So I started having dreams, and then my dreams, I started seeing numbers. And then these numbers shifted to these musical notes. And then, I'm a dude that thinks about, I already said that, but I started having many memories from when I was 8 years old. I started thinking about my music teacher, remembered his name. And I realized, in 4th and 5th grade, I played the trumpet. 6th and 7th grade, I played the drums. 8th grade, all the way up into college, I sang in the church choir. I was like, man, this is a part of my life for a long time. So, long story short, I took all my money. I bought a MacBook Pro. I bought Logic. And I taught myself how to make beats on February 14, 2014. The other day that I bought my Pro and I bought the Logic. And this past Valentine's Day, February 14, 2015, and my project came out. It's called the Duct Tape. It's everywhere. It's on iTunes, on Spotify, it's on RDO. So that's a little bit of my background and my story.
Wow. Okay, so you have 2 degrees. None of them in music?
Nah, I got a bachelor's from Indiana in psychology, and I got a master's in education from the University of Central Florida.
Wow. That's awesome. You blew me away with the first sentence. I was like, man, that's the first time I heard of this. And I did read your bio, and what impressed me the most, and it's kind of coming together for me now, is that your goal is to help people become the best version of themselves. So tell us, what is it about your music that's going to make people stop, think, and become a better person?
Well, I'm a person, I place a lot of emphasis on my lyrics. So, like I said, I have a two degrees, but they don't mean shit. Like, when I got out of college, there weren't any jobs available. I had to deliver people. And then after that, man, I had to, anybody that knows anything about coaching, or you guys are a journalist, so you know how it is. But, you move wherever the job is. So, I listened to America. I listened to society, what they said. Hey, you do this, get these degrees, you're going to get a job, and then all this stuff. But it's just a trap. I got $170,000 in student loans. I've had 2 abortions. I've had an engagement break. I've had my car set on fire. I've been sued. I've been fired. I've been through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. And I was like, man, one thing that music always did for me, specifically hip hop, especially dudes that with lyrics like Nas, Eminem, and Kanye, like I never felt like that I was alone. Like when I went to Indiana, like this is a school of 38,000 kids, but there's only 1,300 blacks. So when I walk into my finite math class, there's like a basic math class that all freshmen got to take. I'm the only black face of like 250 people.
Wow.
So like what got me through it was at that time, like this is when Eminem was huge, and I'm thinking about him growing up in Detroit, going to these ciphers, white boy can't rap, all this stuff, but he made it all the way through hip hop, and I'm just like, man, even though man we grew up totally different, if he can do it in hip hop, I can get this damn degree. And then Nas and Kanye provided the same thing for me. So I'm like, man, if I don't know these dudes and they impacted my life to motivate me, even though I had a great support system, like I can spread that word and I can impact another person. So I place a lot of emphasis on my lyrics. I'm really open. I'm really vulnerable. I speak about social issues that people might be scared of. I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna talk about that.
That's how insane he is.
Blaze. All right. So tell me about the duct tape. What does the duct tape mean?
All right. So growing up in America, you know, they teach you to have a bunch of personalities. Like we got to wear a bunch of hats. So y'all got y'all professional hat. Y'all got y'all family hat. Y'all got y'all bedroom hat. And y'all with the person who you get it in with. You know what I'm saying? So my name is Alton Dorian Clark. Alton, that's my professional guy. Dorian, that's like a family guy. That's the guy that's in all the relationships. And then Duck, that's the most outrageous. Like the person who just laughed at, that was Duck. Sometimes. And he's aggressive and he's loud and he kicks a lot, but he speaks real. And like I know in my delivery that is aggressive. So this is Duck's introduction to the world. So I felt to myself, I said, if they can accept Duck, they definitely can accept Dorian and Alton on down the line. So this is his introduction to the world. This is duct tape, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, fuck it. We're gonna keep moving. So.
All right, gotcha. Okay, so the duct tape, is that an EP or a full album or?
This is an EP, more of a mixtape. I mean, we release it out on iTunes and on Spotify or whatnot, but we're releasing it for free. Like you can go purchase it if you want. Mm-hmm. It's up on YouTube. It's on Bandcamp. It's on Audio Mac. I'm just trying to get the music out there. There's so many channels, so. This is the EP mixtape.
All right. So we have a song from you that we're going to be dropping on our listeners' ears. And you want to tell us about that song, the name, and what, basically what actually made you, want to sing this, come out with this song?
I hear you already laughing. The name of the song is called Fuck 'Em, Ode to the Police. And what made me write this song was, like I told you guys about my background, but like I've gotten arrested for bullshit. Like criminal trespass and assault an officer, basically when this cop lied. And if I didn't have the connections that I had and not been able to get access to my police record, or like get access to the police report, I might have went to jail for like a year or like 2 years. So when I was living up in Chicago last year, I was coming home from work, working third shift, and I almost got pulled over again. Had I literally lived probably 60 yards more south, I would have got pulled over. And I came into the house, I made a real aggressive beat. I turned on NWA, straight out of Compton. I listened to a lot of Dre, I listened to a lot of Cube, I listened to a lot of Tupac. Now I was like, man, fuck the fucking police. And but I couldn't write it from an 80s perspective. I wanted to write it from what was going on today. This was before Mike Brown, so I talked about Trayvon, Oscar Grant, talked about him in the FBI. You guys are here, so fuck the police. And it's all called Fuck 'Em, Ode to the Police by Dorian.
That's funny because before the show started, I was looking at the lineup and I was looking at the name of the songs, and I said, "Oh, this like some NWA F the Police."
and here it is, the song.
Fuck the police.
Oh, fuck 'em, Ode to the Police. I co-sign.
Here we go.
Any remorse for the cops that got killed?
No. I mean, I would if I could, but I can't. Because it wasn't no remorse for Latasha. It wasn't no remorse for you, Seth Hawkins. And it wasn't no remorse when the motherfuckers kicked my ass. So they can all motherfucking die. So they respect me as a motherfucking man. And every black man out there, they can all motherfucking die. And that's real. So they do. More motherfuckers gonna die. As long as they got bullets, gotta go do some justice around this motherfucker.
Driving, minding my business. Grinding, minding my business. C2 Jake cars. To them I look suspicious. They glance each other and they start to grin. Decide to get behind me right there. Turn on they Uncle Sam lights. And now the spins of my rights begin. Check my speed. I'm good. Black guy, white hood. Stomach meats.
your beer. Just to turn your nigga to all your peers. All day you bringing your people to tears. Just to bring about 15,000 man years. Y'all fucking people for no reason. It's like mine is saying damn near treason. This is what my taxes go to. So watch y'all know Vaseline screws. Fuck that. I hate you bitches. Y'all always wanna know what I got in my wishes with a thick bop. You love sucking ass licking. I wish y'all cops would come up. Listen. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Catch 'em on your phone, let it be known. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. 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 Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Catch 'em on your phone, let it be known. I ain't afraid to admit shit. I ain't sad when a cop gets hit. Y'all think that makes me bad? Shit, I ain't only one that feels like that. Cop get shot, I don't feel no remorse. How many lives did he go off course? How many wives filed for divorce? How many little girls became old as a horse? Cause on a traffic stop, in daddy's drop top, they said they found some rocks. Spinning by a crooked ass cop. Call them police, they get annoyed as fuck. Life's full of little annoying fuck. They can get money, y'all wanna target his black. Really can't wait to shoot his ass. Eric Wright and I have the same sentiment, yet we grew up totally different. Y'all think that that's a coincidence? Hell no, it's our pigment. Screw Trayvon, failed Oscar. Happy to add Janela to your line. Chris Middleton, Eric Garner, and Ethan Couch with holding his father. FBI can start a file on me. I don't give a fuck. Alton Dorian Clark, 8284. Alias, aka street name is Duck. They get mad at you when you speak the truth. Can you question why they do what they do? They wanna lock you up, throw you away in the cellar, even the privacy. Just ask Ellie Keller. What the hell did Jackie do? Lucille Ball, y'all was watching her too? Stupid cops got us all misconstrued. Better hope so don't ask for you. Cops go to jail, they everybody's bitch. You human toilet, it will all make sense. Maybe we thrown in that fucking hole. That's the only state place for all your hoes. Critics ask why I made this record. Educated black man with a record. That's completely undeserved. Truth is, it's not unheard, no hindrance. I still achieve. Fuck ass, motherfuckers can stop me. If I was a cop, I listen carefully. Don't let my fans catch you in these streets, nigga. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. 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 Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Catch 'em on your phone, let it be known. Fuck 'em. I hate 'em. 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 Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Fuck the police, 'cause they some hoes. Catch 'em on your phone, let it be known. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Group that said motherfuck the police. Fuck the police.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. I like those ad-libs, man. You were in on this. You can tell he wrote that.
That's real. That's real. Wow. Have you performed that in front of an audience, and how have they perceived that?
I haven't yet. I've just been passing around on the internet trying to get as many people to hear as possible. We did make a lyric video for it. That's a really, really powerful video. We got a lot of police brutality in there. So all the lyrics and all the stuff that I'm describing, man, we did a great job in illustrating it too. So I haven't had a chance to perform it, but that's on the agenda. I can't wait. Can't wait to rock the crowd with that.
Well, we love that here at the Blaze Indie LA show. We are no fan of the police here, so we won't even get into it. But I like that, and I'm guessing that the rest of your EP is as strong and powerful. So I'm looking forward to hearing more of you. Actually, tell my viewers and listeners where they can go ahead and find you at, follow you, and all that sort of thing.
So our YouTube is Dorian Sucks, Instagram Dorian Sucks, Twitter Dorian Sucks, SoundCloud Dorian Sucks. If you go on my SoundCloud, I got the whole EP up there. Like I said, if you got Spotify, just type the Duck Tape in there. Duck is an acronym, so put the period after everything. It's on iTunes, on RDO, it's on Rhapsody, Beat Music, Xbox Music, and we're out everywhere. So, and this is LA. I need y'all to do me a favor, okay? Since y'all out in LA.
Okay.
Straight Outta Compton, that movie's coming out.
Yes, it is.
Inspired this song. Y'all need to get Fuck 'Em on that soundtrack.
I was low-key thinking that. I'm like, hey, that would be dope to go on the soundtrack. We was just talking about that movie before the show.
Interesting.
What does the acronym stand for? He didn't tell us what the acronym stand for.
I can't say that right now. Maybe as I get a little bit bigger or whatnot. That's like a personal thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Case is pending. All right, Ms. Dorian, we certainly enjoyed you calling into the Blaze Indie LA show, and like I said, I'm looking forward to hearing some more of your EP. And you never know. We function with some of the people who are actually putting together the NWA thing, but I definitely can't promise I can get anything on the soundtrack. I think everything is all set for that movie, actually, and I think it's just editing now. So, but anyway, that's some good music. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye.
Your call.
Interesting topic, but that's something.
It'll be underground.
Yeah,
it'll be.
The simple fact, I'd rather him would have said, "Fuck him." I hate him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're direct like that,
to the
type
police,
of song like that, you see what Cuban went through. They were shooting at them. About the song. So I'm saying,
but that's what made it great. Though.
I know it sells records, but the topic: are you willing to put your foot in that shoe for them kind of sales or them kind of records?
Well, I don't think he's worried about sales.
I don't think. If this song blows up and catches fire, because he's about to perform it soon with this movie dropping. You know how stuff happens.
That's true.
You're like, man, that's
something he wants to be like a Malcolm.
That's why I say when the song stops, I feel for his life.
Hey, I've actually been beat up by the police and spray. So I really do say fuck the police. That's real. I mean, I'm actually
in this day and time for somebody to come out with a song like that is perfectly. We've played Black Lives Matter. We've had 2 tracks. Actually, we have another one coming up in the next week or two. Black Lives Matter, real nice, real cute, but it don't say it like this.
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying.
I like it though. I like that you just run out. Fuck the police. Fuck them.
You can kick back, you can talk back, but you can't hit back. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I was always trying to get it in. I understand. The more you fight back,
you're not gonna win in the house.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a short commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with our in-studio guests. And then at the end of it, if we have time for that last music review song, we'll do that. So first,
win that shoe
commercial.
You are now tuned into Royalty Pay Radio. Urban Indie Radio LA, the place where spins turn into ends. If you're an indie artist and you want to get your music into heavy rotation, give LaShawn a call at 951-665-8365. That's 951-665-8365. Urban Indie Radio LA, where independent artists get paid for plays. Tune in, turn up, and blaze one. Check us out online at urbanindieradio.com or on your mobile devices via the TuneIn Radio app.
The Duck. All right. That was a little bit of a hard act to follow, but I think we're going to do just fine because we have another awesome, as you can tell from the music reviews that he was given tonight, he's thoughtful, he's considerate, and he's knowledgeable. Mr. D Focus, welcome once again. Blaze Indie LA show.
Glad to be here.
So, tell us a little bit.
As they say where I'm from, what up, though?
Well, where are you from?
From Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, which is where I'm from.
That's that Motown.
So I'm Detroit focused.
Oh, okay. Now, for some reason, I thought you were from Atlanta.
I live in Atlanta.
Oh, that's why I said world travel. Like,
I live in Atlanta. Well, I'm chasing my dream, and I chased it down to Atlanta.
Okay.
And where I hung out for about 7 to 8 years, mostly as a producer, engineer.
Okay.
And I decided a couple of years ago to focus all my energy on me as an artist. So now I produce and engineer for me.
Absolutely.
But I've worked with a lot of people who are on the radio now. So when I give these reviews, I give them from the space of like I've been in the room while people have created these records that wound up on the radio. Mm-hmm. So I understand what these guys are what they're trying to do.
Right.
So please take what I'm saying as a grain of salt, because this is the sensibility that these guys are talking about while they're in the room. They're talking about this stuff and checking each other on these things. And so I'm just this music isn't necessarily my cup of tea, you know what I mean, but I know what they're going after, you know, so I'm hoping that people not just taking it like, oh, he ripping my record apart. Like,
no,
I'm telling you, homie, like I know what you're trying to do. Like I know what you're trying to do, and this is how they think about it.
We're all music consumers.
Yeah,
even if we're not artists, we're all music consumers.
And that's the bottom line. If I'm going to buy a record, it has to sound a certain way, or if it has to, it has to make sense to me. But I'm only one person, and that's why we try and have more than one person in here giving an opinion. Like your own listening party.
That's what's cool about a hit record, though, is somebody that may not even necessarily rock with that type of music can dig it. You know what I mean? Like I don't really listen to that kind of music, but I know, I can tell that's good. Yeah,
it is a hit. That's what pretty much it's pretty much like it crosses all borders.
And that's what it is. You know, these hood anthems, they blow up in the strip clubs first. They go to the clubs, and the streets demand it so much that the radio start playing it. Like, the radio isn't looking for that particularly. You know what I'm saying? Songs like Coco and all of those kind of things blow up because the demand rises so high that they gotta play it on the radio.
And I don't think that the music here, specifically in our region, goes that same path as like down south.
Oh, okay.
I personally don't think it actually goes that exact same path. But yeah. So tell me though, so you've been. Is this your first project that you have?
No. This is my third.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my third album. It's called He Says, She Says, My Side of the Story. It is my side of the story, you know.
And what's the story about?
It's about love. It's about love and relationships. I decided to focus an album solely on my experiences in relationships and love. I was thinking that I could do a lot of things, but I had to narrow it down as an artist how I could communicate across genres to everybody. And telling stories about love seems to work. You know, I did a song for a project called the Herman Gardens Project. You guys know who Jay Dilla is?
Yeah.
I did a project featuring a lot of Jay Dilla's music. And matter of fact, I performed it at your event. It was called Ugly on the Inside. And that's a record that works for me. Everywhere I went, it's a record about relationships. So I decided to concentrate my pen and my effort on doing an album that kind of felt like that. Okay. And the outcome was really good. And I sing too, so I introduced myself as a singer on this album.
Okay. Yeah. And so right now, are you on tour? You're out here in Southern California?
I am on tour. I just got done doing the House of Blues at Anaheim. I did, what was the name of that club in LA I just did a couple of weeks ago? The Airliner. What was the name of that club?
Yeah, the Airliner.
And I'm going to be in San Marcos on March the 26th.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a little detour though. I'm doing South by Southwest March 18th. So I'm gonna be in South by South. I'm gonna be in and around South by Southwest. So follow me at D-Focus on my Twitter and Instagram if you out there, catch up with me. Okay. I'm gonna be at the Lucky Lounge and all that. You're not gonna remember that, so just follow me on Instagram and on Twitter and keep up with me, and I'll let you know where I'm at. You know what I mean? And there may be a couple of other spots too, but I'm definitely gonna be there. I went there last year, it was great, so I got invited back.
Oh wow, awesome!
And you performed at the Blaze in the LA Valentine.
Great time up there, good people.
So it seems like your career as an artist has really taken off. How did you manage to do that so fast?
By being willing to do everything. Literally everything. I had to become my own booking agent. I had to find promoters and make them interested in what I do, like yourself. You know, I had to reach out to people and introduce people to what I do, show myself to be somebody that's positive to work with, and then show up and put my talent on the table. And if people like working with you and the people that they introduce you to like what you do, you start relationships, and those relationships manifest over time. And all types of people come to events, right? So at the next event, if you show yourself to be a good person to work with, people want to talk to you, and it's a group of circles. There's so many circles, and if you show yourself to be a person that circles want to work with, then you stay busy. You know, people want to bring you on their shows and let you perform in front of their audiences. Hip hop has a bad rap, and what I want to do is I want to bring class to it. You know, I didn't bring any with me today, but I have monogram wine glasses that I sell at all my events, and people always get a kick out of it. You know, and I say, well, I'm trying to bring class back to hip hop. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with whatever anybody else does. Like, you'll never hear me talk about other rappers. I don't care, right? You know what I mean? I care about who connects with me.
Right.
You know, and so for me, if you're trying to have a good time on a Friday or a Saturday night, my crowd is not one that you're gonna have to worry about somebody doing something to you. You know what I mean? Like, I spread love, and that's what my whole style is about.
Absolutely. Sounds awesome. Tell me a little bit about the song that we have that we're going to be playing from you.
Well, again, it's a relationship-based album, and one of the things that happens in relationships a lot is women always complain about the fact that men don't take them out enough, right? And I was literally on this. Dubai has a Facebook page. I don't know if you guys are a member of it, but it's just the most fascinating place on earth. And I always said that as soon as I hit it big, the first thing I was going to do was take my lady to Dubai.
Wow.
So it's like, so tonight we're going to party like we in Dubai. Like that's the whole thing.
I've been seeing about Dubai. I just seen Puffy and them and French Montana and Tyrese and all them over there and stuff.
It's just such a fascinating place. You dig? And so it's a bar. You know what I mean? You set yourself a bar. You say, if I could just get to Dubai, I made it. Right? You know, and then after I go to Dubai, then I have to set a new bar. And then but right now, if this music can take me to Dubai, like,
wow,
I feel like I'm doing something.
Well, we're going to go a little bit to Dubai right now with listening to your track. So I think let's just get into it, okay? This is Defocus with Dubai.
Yes, ma'am.
You been complaining we don't go nowhere. Well, tonight, girl, I'm taking you out. Let's go. So good, whoa. After tonight, we gon' need a new couch. But before that, we gon' party like we in Dubai. But don't forget to take it down low. Oh, baby, wind it slow. We gon' party like we in Dubai. But don't forget to take it down low. Oh, baby, wind it slow. We gon' party like we in Dubai. First off, my chick is better than yours, just to get that out of the way. And we ain't at no hood spot. My tuck saying what up, though. The skin say he don't play. I'm from the D, and that's how we do. Clean it in the boys' bathroom in the beauty school. Don't kill him, I ain't Terrio. Bezel very merry-go. Round under the strobe, you get a light show. Oh. We came up from nada, most of us know Baja. Teacher didn't care, couldn't see us going bada. So we gon' stunt just a little bit to let him know he ain't trippin'. Somewhere between pimpin' and pimpin' as I move pinky ring out. Cognac smoother than Lucy Spouse. The rap Ricky Ricardo, Suave Gerardo, blowing on that bar. Oh, you been complaining we don't go nowhere. Well, tonight, girl, I'm taking you out. Hey, you look so good. But before that, we gon' party like we in Dubai. But don't forget to take it down low. Oh, baby, wind it slow. We gon' party like we in Dubai. But don't forget to take it down low. Oh, baby, wind it slow. We gon' party like we in Dubai. Second off, my chick better than yours, in case she didn't hear me the first time. Okay. And she been with me through the worst times. I'm thinking double bands in front of the church time. Yeah, when you know you got a good thing, act like it. Me and we be trying to hold off, acting psychic. Like, maybe something better coming down the road. And she one step below, coming down the road. Hey, Mr. DJ, my name's Defocus, and I'm about to run a decade. Really nice to meet you. Here's a little something for your iTunes, to get the whole flow wetter than the typhoon. I'm from the west side, you can check the barcode. I used to drink it like a fish out on Bar Road. And that's a shout out to Japan. I is what I was, and I am still following the plan. To the top, girl, let's go. You been complaining we don't go nowhere. Well, tonight, girl, I'm taking you out. Hey, you look so good, whoa.
They say that what's understood between two doesn't need to be understood by anyone else. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, you're promoting that place. You're really promoting that place.
Right. I appreciate it, man.
A very small song.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Who's singing?
Maybe
me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
why I said this album, I'm introducing that side. So on just about every record that's singing, and that's me singing.
Wow. So you're your own team. Anybody else?
I have a Team D-Focus, which is me and my partner, Angela Green, and we have a rotating cast of people that help us when we go out. You know what I mean? To sell merchandise and different things like that.
I want to hear some more. I like that.
I appreciate that, family. It's definitely, it was a labor of love. You know, and I do it all. And you know, like I write, record, mix, and master all my own stuff.
Gosh.
You know, and it's something that I've been doing for quite a while. The music is the easy part. I'm gonna be real with you.
Right.
Creating the content is the easy part. Figuring out the mathematics of how to get it out to the public is the whole other thing. Like, for instance, this album is available in CD only. I decided to pull my music off the internet. I have music on iTunes and all those, but this time I needed to completely embrace independence and deal with one person at a time as it concerns my music. Right? Like I need real numbers, grassroots, very, very grassroots. It's very noisy on the internet. And that's okay. I respect it for the beast that it is. Right? But this time I need to force myself to deal with the public. No putting it out on the internet and just hoping people kind of get it, right? Like, no, like it's one by one. If I can't make you a fan, I'm losing. You dig what I'm saying? I had this one chance to make you guys a fan of what it is I do.
I don't do that. I don't buy it because I hear a lot of music, so I can't buy everybody's music. But when something is dope and I like it, I want to buy it. So I want to buy it.
And so I need people to come to my shows. So no, you can't just go online right quick and get it. You go on and order it. You can go to my Tumblr, which is dfocus.tumblr.com. But if you want it, if you want to experience it, you got to come to the show. By the music, meet me. You know, meet me. Let me explain to you that this is real. Right. You know, I know you hear a lot of music, and I'm not knocking anybody else, but I'm not your cousin or your uncle. Like, I'm somebody that honestly competes on that level. You see what I'm saying? So. And I don't have the $1 million budget to convince you, so I need to see you to convince you.
You're doing an absolutely great job, and I know that you captivate.
And he invited us out.
Yeah.
You couldn't make it, but he did invite us out to the House of Blues to watch us perform last week.
I'm going to be in San Marcos. It's on the Saturday night on March 28th. Come out and holler.
I'm going to mark it down, man. I'm going to try.
All right. I hate to break this up. I'm going to go ahead and try in 8 minutes to get this last track in for a review. And I would have loved to have gone out on that positive note, because by the name of this next track, Street Nigga, I'm not quite sure we're going to end up on a good one.
I don't know, just because of the title.
I don't know. I might be surprised. Let's hear Street Nigga.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that shit. Street nigga. Street niggas need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. Ill face, I've been burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. The guala that come every hour. 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 Gone, jugging with the China. 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 Pull a thought, make a trip like a street bike. Got a junk for a bag that can take life. And it hit her on goal like brain white. If I tell him it's a drill, no thinking twice. Finesse with a jet like a bank teller. And my plug only talking in the wine cellar. Rape illegal, that's a dog like the good fellas. Snake moves that get you fought like Bang Bros. From when it land till it go, don't change clothes. Chopping for the baby like in baking soda. Trap move third party, you can place the order. If the mob can't eat, don't come to Florida. Surfing on my wave, all about them takedowns. Juiced up and put the sauce in your face now. Juiced up and put the sauce in your face now, gang. Street niggas need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. Ill face, I've been burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. The guala that come every hour. 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 Gone, jigging with the China. 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 Trap, what's the way that we took flight? Surfing while burning on paradise. Sig with a 30 for you parasites. No lacking fuck, you only get one life. No slipping, it can't take one strike. Head first in the street, I just roll the dice. Fell in love with Medusa for my heart stone. Pay legal, no time for you mighty cones. No mucho dinero, no telephone. Been serving since them beavers in them herringbones. The click, the dick, the money loan. China same color as your styrofoam. You eat with that bitch in the friend zone. I fought, put them plays in the end zone. Wait in the trunk, that's a muscle car. Banging on money, shoot for the stars. No one is shot, they know who we are. Number thrown like illegal, been one. Half court at the buzzer, nigga, N1. That's bone you for need to know handguns. No handguns. That's bone you for need to know handguns. Street niggas need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. We don't need no voucher. Ill face, I've been burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. Burning on the sour. The guala that come every hour. 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 Gone, jigging with the China. Gone, jigging with the China. Gone, jigging with the China. Gone, jigging with the China.
Well, contrary to Lady Empress's predictions, I think we have a pretty good song there. I get about an 8 to 8.5. It was trap music, street music, as in the title, Street Nigga is the title song. but the commercial, the lyrical content was good. I mean, the flow and delivery was good. I like the strong song structure was decent. I think that one part where it sounded like it was gonna go into the verse, but then it switched back to the extended chorus, I didn't really like. But other than that, it still would have went though. Like, it didn't make it sound bad, but I just wish you would have did that. I thought it was mixtape music at first because I heard the tags, but then it didn't go, so that was probably it. I'd say maybe it wasn't mixtape music. It kind of sounded like music that's out now, street music. It sounded like the same kind of things I've been hearing in every club I go to. But hey, I understand you're trying to copy what sells. You don't get a 10 from me, you get an 8, possible 8.5. I did like it though. Cool track. Be focused.
I think you definitely competing, homie. I think with the right marketing, you are competing. I think if you got a budget for radio, I say go for it. I think you got a shot. I don't know if you got a number one hit on your hand, but you definitely competing with this record. You know, that's what I want to say.
All right, Lady Empress.
I liked it, but I kind of thought that it sounded like exactly like everything else that I've heard. It sounded too much like
a lot of the music now is kind of sounding the same. I do realize that.
But I think so. When he said uses the word competing, I mean, I guess I could see that. But I like the song, and it's now, and it sounds like everything else. So I guess so. It's but you guys might have to change some things. Street nigga and all that. You might not.
You don't have to change that. It's not going to be a single.
Well,
it could just be an album song. It might not just be a single.
Yeah. Well, I liked it. I like more so what I liked. What I can pick up from him is I like his voice. His actual voice, and I like his flow.
He's come to his style. He's there.
He's comfortable.
This particular song is good, but more or less, what I can say is I really do like your vocal style and the sound of how you sound. Yeah. So I'll give you like an 8.5.
All right, Mike Angelo.
Yeah, I gave him an 8.5 too. I like the voice, the sound, how he was spitting, the pocket, how he get into it, then back off of it, and get back into it. I love it. I gave him an 8.5. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It was hot. I like it.
Quickly, shout outs.
Shout out to everybody in the house, man. Shout out to the West Coast.
My guy's a little tired.
Right.
Really.
Shout out. We give a shout out to Guy first. Then I'm gonna say shout outs to the Blaze NDLA show. Blaze. And then don't forget to go and check out that Inland Empire Expo. Music Expo this weekend with Atlantic Star and 3 The Hard Way, talent show, vendors, food. Both weekends, downtown Paris. So you can check that out. You can actually go to pvaac.com. pvaac.com and find more information.
All right.
That's it. I ain't gonna say no more because she's trying to rush you.
Defocus. Shout out.
I want to shout out to Blaze Indie LA. Thank you for the platform. That's it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at the 60th episode of the Blaze Indie LA show. I'm not sure if we're returning next week or not. Actually, we are. I'm just not sure what the show is going to be about because Insane will not be here next week. So Mike Angelo is going to be in the captain's chair. And we're gonna come up with something. But as always, we appreciate you for being here. Shout out to my clients, Mysterious Entertainment, the major indie label out of Austin, Texas. Shout out to my new clients, American Monster Guild out of the 702 Las Vegas area. And shout out to DJ Malone, my former client, alumni of Urban Stars Media, and who is a Coast to Coast DJ, Stack Up DJ, Mixtape Murder DJ, Fleet DJ, Coast to Coast DJ. And we're going to be putting together a mixtape promotion. We're actually putting together a mixtape that will drop in May, and we will be placing that on live mixtape. So really what the news is right now is I can get you all on live mixtapes. Hey,
we got some more stuff.
And it's very affordable. It's a very affordable, and yes, it's not that I'm not talking about the Hip Hop Mogul, but I have some work to do with it before I can really pop it out like that again. Because I've been so busy with the clients and everything, I haven't had a chance to come back to that and really build that the way. The trademark is still pending too, so I want to, just waiting for the trademark and everything to come through. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, please join us next week here at BlazeIndiaLA.com. And that's really it. The fat lady is, about to sing, and I'm gonna let it stream a little bit and get rid of this 45-second delay. But we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Please.